Yeah, so here we are back again in the boatyard, somewhere where I didn't expect I was going to have to be. I got an email about a week ago to say that the works I'd requested 5 weeks ago now can't be done before launch date on the 29th, so I've got an emergency trip out here to try and do the works on the boat. So what I've got as a bit of a challenge is to anti-foul the bottom of the boat. I didn't manage to do that in April when I was out here. There's my trusty hire car, which I just picked up from the airport. It was rather amazing. It was 13 quid a day. So I didn't have high expectations, and I think those high expectations were sort of justified. It's a bit of a banger, but it gets me to and from, so I'm pretty happy with it at 13 quid a day. I can't complain. Yeah, my biggest challenge with the anti-fouling is the height the boat is off the floor and being able to reach. So I brought with me a telescopic roller, which I'm hoping is going to do the job. And I've also been scavenging around the boatyard for these pallets, which I'm going to stack together, and hopefully that'll give me enough height to get up to working distance of the bottom. So I think probably that's my job for tomorrow, is trying to give the bottom of the boat anti-fouling. There's a couple of spots of rust on the keel, which yeah, they're not bad, but they probably could do with rubbing down. I think from what I've researched online, the best thing to do with those is rub them back down to the bare metal, put some 2-part epoxy primer on, and then maybe some Primacon or something like that, and then anti-foul it. So I think I'll do the keel last and focus on the boat. The other bit of maintenance I've got to do is this Abbott seal here, which has come off. So the chap who inspected it earlier on said this is only cosmetic. It's basically to stop all the sort of weebles going up into the bottom of the sail drive. But I just need to stick it down somehow. So I'll have a go at trying to re-stick that, maybe some contact adhesive or something like that. And then I've got to have another go at trying to get this bloody prop off, which I couldn't get off last time I was here. But I've bought lots of Allen keys. I bought an impact driver, and I've also got a torque wrench to try and to take it off, clean it up, and then put it back on again. And I've also got some new anodes with me as well. Yeah, so that's my job for the next couple of days. It's now just gone 8 o'clock. Flight was out of Gatwick about 1:30, so I'm going to mosey off to the taverna, have something to eat. Don't know how long it's light for. I might try and make a bit of a start this evening, but see how I get on at the taverna. I think the taverna is a priority at the moment, so yeah, I'll keep videoing as I go along. So it's 7:30 on Thursday morning. I've started early, and I put some masking tape around the anti-fouling waterline, just to avoid painting the hull. So that's all ready. Also just taking the bow thrusters out, and these sacrificial anodes look pretty rubbish. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get some of those here. I'll ask in the shop and see what they can do. So yeah, scraped off all the barnacles. So I think I'm not far off ready to have a paint. There's an anode here at the back, a transom anode, which I'm just going to clean up a little bit with a wire brush. The condition of it's not bad actually. They generally say that you should keep these anodes until they're about 50% down. So that looks like it's got plenty of life in it, so I think that's all right. And the old prop anode is pretty knackered. I brought one of these out in my hand luggage, so I shall make sure that I do that and try and anti-foul the sail drive as well. And I need to have a go at trying to get this prop off. Tried last time I was here, but there's some Allen bolts inside that were pretty stubborn, so I'll whip that off and see how I get on. I brought some better tools with me this time, which is I brought an impact driver with me. I'm hoping that might loosen them off, and also a few Allen keys on a wrench. So we'll see how we get on with that. So, yeah, all dressed up in my noddy suit, as you can see. Been wearing eye protection and also mask, which is what everybody seems to do when they're doing this task. I've got 2 tins of this anti-fouling, and it's the first time I've ever done this, to be honest, but it's a bit like decorating a ceiling at home, to be honest, with a roller. But I've managed to have sort of done the back end up to about this point here, which is sort of middle, but I haven't done the keel. I haven't done any of the front end either yet. So I'm thinking 2 tins isn't going to be enough. But I've checked in store and they've got another one, so I'm just going to pick that up tomorrow maybe. I did manage to get the prop off in the end, which is all in bits down there. And I've got some acid, so I'm going to try and clean the prop up tonight. And also anti-foul the sail drive leg as well. So keeping busy. Yeah, the bottom of the keel had a couple of rust spots on it, so I already put 2 coats of epoxy primer on there. I'm going to try and put a third on, and then prime it again with some international primer, and then hopefully get the anti-fouling on tonight. But if not, I can do the last coat tomorrow. So yeah, not looking in bad shape, and optimistic that I should get everything sorted out. So I'm going to do the next tin and see how far I get, and probably just leave the keel. I think I should be able to do the front end with the next tin. So I ran out of anti-fouling in the middle, so it stops there. It goes to there. So I've got this little bit in the middle, and also the keel today. I'm going to try and prime the keel tonight before I go to bed. It's about 5:30 now. The other thing I'm busy with at the moment is just trying to clean up the prop that I took off, which has come out quite nicely. Doesn't need to be immaculate because I'm actually going to prime it. You can see the blades over here, so you can see the one I've actually done versus the ones that I haven't done, and this stuff that I got from the chandlery is pretty vicious. So I'm actually, I think I sound a bit funny, I'm actually wearing a mask, and they did advise me to wear a mask, and also to wear gloves when doing this. So I shall just show you what it actually does when you spray this stuff on it. You do not want this on your skin. I'm making sure that I'm also spraying it downwind as well, and you can see what that stuff does. It basically eats away all the little weevils and stuff, so it is pretty vicious stuff. It's something that the guys here recommended to me, Dick Elif, and yeah, I think it's an acid of some sort, but yeah, you don't want it on your hands, and you don't want to breathe it in either. So, but it seems to be bringing them up okay, and I might even try prime the metal tonight, and then I can do the top coat tomorrow along with the sail drive. So yeah, good progress. It's 10:15 on Friday morning. I'm due to leave tonight, so I've got a bit of work to do. Still got the rest of the anti-fouling to finish off on there. Last night I primed the keel, which doesn't look too bad. but I still need to anti-foul that. I need to do all this bit up here that hasn't been done. I also need to get these bow thrusters out. So I took the propellers out yesterday and the anodes, but I need to anti-foul inside there as well. So I've got 2 more tins of anti-fouling. I don't have enough. Don't know what was going on there. And this morning I've been focusing on the propeller, so taking the propeller housing shaft off, and then I have primed the propeller blades after having dipped them in acid and polished them up. There's 2 sort of fields of thought on it. There's a field of thought which is leave them natural and polish them so the barnacles don't stick to them, and the other field of thought is to paint them with anti-fouling, and I'm the sort of anti-fouling school, so they're primed first of all to dry, and then the issue with the paint is that it needs 3 hours between each coat, and my flight goes about 7 this evening, so I'm going to need to leave to go to the airport probably about 5:30, 6 o'clock. So I need just to work out whether I can do 3 coats of top coat on there. So I need to start doing that pretty soon. Yeah, that's about it really. So I managed to do most of what I had to do while I was here, so relatively pleased, as long as I can get it all sorted in the time I've got left. I'm all about tidying up now. So flight goes in. I need to go to the airport in about an hour and a half, so I'm just having a bit of a tidy up. So this is the finish prop, folding prop. This looks pretty smart, really pleased with that. It's come up really well. So yeah, painted the anti-foul the prop, greased it, and put new anodes on it, so that looks pretty dandy. The bow thrusters I've tucked away. I think I might have broken the back one, so I've asked somebody to come and have a look at it. So hopefully they'll take a look at that. And yeah, the anti-fouling is all done. So ready to go back in the water. I kept the tray just to finish off the bits where the supports are. Normally what happens is when they lift it on a crane, you sort of run along after them and just very quickly put some anti-fouling on the bits that where it's supported. So yeah, I'm just having a tidy up and put stuff away, and then might have a quiet beer and relax. So here's the story on the bow thrusters. They are move a tiny little bit, but not very much. And this at the top here is moving, but it won't move more than that. So that's the extent. I put these new anodes on, but that's the extent of the move, really. Won't move any more than that, and if I try and activate it, it just clunks and does nothing. So yeah, not very helpful. I tried to put a bit of WD-40 on that just to see if it's, I mean, it does seem to move a little bit, but not very much. I don't really know what. Oops, how that works. Right, let's close it up now. So here we are, splash day. We brought the tractor, clever system. Tractor reverses under the boat, lifts the boat up, we'll take it to the frontage and then transfer it onto the travel lift. Right, so they're just taking the prop supports out now. So there we are, it's off down the road, and I've got my anti-fouling in my hand to patch up the bits that I couldn't reach when I did them. So I'm hoping it doesn't fall off here. Famous last words. A nice sideways view on seeing it go into the travel lift, and then they'll transfer it onto the big travel lift to see the travel lift in the distance. Quite impressive moving it. And then it reversed the travel lift onto it to pick it up off the tractor. Now I need to go and do some anti-fouling. Yeah, it was a bit quick with moving it after I finished doing the anti-fouling, so it's just about to drop into the water here. And there's obviously somebody waiting to come out as well. Very efficient job. There it goes. Very nice view from the front. Then dropping in. Probably. See. So here we are, leaving Nidri over there where we were overnight, and we got a little bit of a breeze, which means that we can finally do a bit of sailing. We got the sail up yesterday. Sails are up, and I think we're doing about 5 knots, 4.6. So a nice little gentle sail. So we're going over to Calamos, see George. Now we just walked along the road from the Calamos port and found this really nice little private beach, steps down to it. A little bit of a swim, and on our way back now for evening out. Nice beautiful day. It is Thursday. We've just left Calamos behind us. Did a little bit of sailing first thing, but the wind has completely dropped down, so we're motoring back up to the entrance of the Lefkis Canal. You can see Maiden over there, Nidri over there, and in the corner there is the entrance to the canal. So yeah, beautiful day. Just floating along, and yeah, pretty swell day. 1st of June. So here we are, we've just left Swing Bridge half an hour ago at Lefkis, and got really beautiful sailing conditions. We've got about 15 knots of wind, which is pushing us along about 8 knots. Really, really nice. And we're heading back to anchor at Preveza, which we go in on a marked dredged channel, and just contemplating sailing down the channel. See if we've got enough steerage and sailing that. So yeah, beautiful sailing conditions. Really, really nice. And we've got this French chap who came through the Swing Bridge with us, and we've been racing up to Preveza, and pretty much left him behind. One more for the bridge. Okay, so we're just coming up on Anti-Naxos and Naxos on the right hand side. We'll see if we can have a stop over here tonight. Anchorages are pretty limited on Anti-Naxos, and there's 2 places on Naxos where we can anchor. It depends how busy it is. If it is busy, then in the distance there is Corfu, and There's some quite good anchorages at the bottom of Corfu, so that's a sort of backup plan really. So yeah, about 11:30, we left at 7, so it's taken us about 5 hours to get here. So yeah, but wind's died down, so we've taken the sails down quite a bit. We've changed direction really, it's on the nose now, but it's only blown about 5 knots anyway. So yeah, sails down, and yeah, beautiful day. We are just coming into Corfu. The anchorage just in front of Corfu town here. The old citadel, and there's a cruise ship there. It's quite busy. Ferries coming in and out, and we're about probably about 45 minutes from Guvia. Oh yeah, not much wind. This is the one of the really nice things about Guvia, which is the swimming area, and also the restaurant here. You can see the marina through there. Well, that's about us done. We've had a nice week sailing around the Ionians, and got a flight back at lunchtime, and yeah, that's it until the 7th of July when I'm next down. So I hope you enjoyed that.